Ever been caught off guard in the wilderness, wishing you had a safe, dry place to rest your head? A poorly built shelter can turn a small inconvenience into a life-threatening struggle, but knowing how to construct a basic survival shelter can literally save your life. This video will walk you through, piece by piece, how to build a small, effective survival shelter that will protect you from the elements, no matter your skill level. Before we even touch a branch, the first step is always assessing your situation. What are you up against? Is it pouring rain, biting wind, or freezing temperatures? The environment dictates the type of shelter you need. A quick lean-to might be fine for a short rain shower in mild weather, but a more robust debris hut or A-frame will be essential for colder nights or prolonged exposure. Always prioritize protection from wind and moisture. Think of it like this: your shelter's main job is to create a microclimate warmer and drier than the outside world. Once you know your enemy, it's time to gather your army of materials. Look for fallen branches, logs, and plenty of natural insulation. You'll need sturdy pieces for your frame. Think of them as the bones of your shelter. Smaller branches and sticks will be your ribs and skin. And most importantly, you'll need abundant dead leaves, pine needles, grass, or even moss for insulation. This is crucial. Imagine trying to stay warm in an empty tent. It won't work. Your insulation needs to be at least a foot thick on all sides, like a cozy blanket around you. This is often where beginners fall short, underestimating the sheer volume of insulation required. Let's tackle one of the simplest yet most effective designs, the A-frame. Find 2 sturdy branches, each about 6 to 8 feet long, and ideally, one even longer main ridgepole. Prop the 2 sturdy branches together, forming an A shape. This will be your entrance. Now, carefully lay your longest branch across the top, connecting the A shape to a strong tree or another sturdy fork in the ground, forming your ridgepole. This creates the backbone of your shelter. If you can't find a perfect tree, you can make a second A-frame at the other end and connect them. With your frame established, it's time to add the walls. Start by leaning smaller branches and sticks against your ridgepole, extending down to the ground on both sides. Pack these tightly together, creating a mesh-like structure. This is where your problem-solving skills kick in. You might have gaps, uneven branches, or a wobbly section. Don't get discouraged. Just keep layering and weaving until you have a solid barrier. Once your frame is dense, it's time for the true magic, the insulation layer. Grab handfuls, then armfuls, then even bigger piles of dry leaves, pine needles, and grass. Start from the bottom of your shelter and work your way up, piling material thick and deep. Aim for at least 1 to 2 feet of packed insulation all around. This isn't just about throwing leaves on, it's about creating an impenetrable barrier against cold air and wind. Now, crawl inside your almost finished shelter. How does it feel? Is there a draft? Are there any visible holes? The climax of your building process is this internal inspection. Seal any gaps with more insulation. You want it to feel snug, almost like a cozy, natural cave. If it's raining, check for leaks. If it's cold, see if you can feel the wind seeping in. A true test is to have a friend shine a flashlight from the outside. If you see light, cold and water can get in. Refine, refine, refine. Make sure the entrance is small, just big enough to crawl through, and have some extra material to block it once you're inside. Building a survival shelter is more than just stacking sticks. It's about understanding your environment and creating a sanctuary piece by piece. Start small, practice often, and you'll gain the confidence to build a life-saving shelter anywhere.